I'm Jenny Juju on Slack. I have been working on Filecoin for 5.5 years now. Like time flies, getting old, but still working on Filecoin, which is all good. But yeah, I'm gonna reintroduce you for those like who are new to Filecoin or have been into the past FDS and being Filecoin ecosystem for the past like a year or two, who has heard about like FWS, Filecoin Web Services. I'm just gonna tell you how it's been evolving since the last FDS and reintroducing you the Filecoin Onchain Cloud that we have been working on. So previously, if you're in, I believe in FDS 4 and 5 in Brussels. Since Brussels, Nicole from the research team has been talking about this idea of Filecoin Web Services, which is like bring all the cloud services cross-chains on-chain, like on Filecoin, and we want to build a programmable marketplace for the on-chain cloud services. In FDS, we got a lot of feedback on the name, on what we should focus on in the beginning. It was a very, very humble experience, to be honest, and since then we have taken a lot of learnings and reflection from the last FDS, and we have been evolving quite a lot since then. But a couple things we didn't change. It's like why we even thought about we need something like FWS in the first place. It's like we as a storage network, we need to evolve beyond cold storage and like PORAP. We want to have flexible payments, building the on-chain economy or Filecoin. We want to have like a programmable service layer of Filecoin L1. So building the services shouldn't be needing a fit process or a network upgrade to enable builders to actually build the services they need for their user. And we also want to have like more modular infrastructure for apps, for storage on ramps, for different protocols, different use cases. And very importantly, we also want to have business monetization opportunities to empower the whole Filecoin growth. So that's why we even had an idea in the first place. And since then, we have been reflecting. First thing is like changing the name as all the startups has been going through. It's like name is really hard. We learned FWS, people don't like it. And this is the new name we have and representing what we are working on and we believe what's the vision of like a core component of Filecoin, which is Filecoin Onchain Cloud, which we are aiming to build a platform where we can deliver cloud services with on-chain guarantees all about ownership, verifiability, and programmability. And thanks to our design team for the cute logos over there. Thank you, Gary. But yeah, quickly, this is Dev Summit, so a very quick like technical architecture. Well, Filecoin Onchain Cloud today is like a fully decentralized platform for building unstoppable like Web3 and dApps. So you have the Filecoin L1 over there with our global storage providers who are all expanding to new services, become service providers. And then you have the smart contract layer where you can build different like storage market backed by cryptographic proofs or like on-chain attestations and so on and so forth to build up services, all interacting with Filecoin Pay, which is a very flexible payment service, allow you to pay and buy services using Filecoin or USDFC or any ERC20 token you deployed on Filecoin. And you can build business like Filecoin Beam, which I will introduce you in a little bit, on top of the whole layer to deliver, to bridge different gaps of the cloud services. For example, Filecoin Beam is a fast data delivery, incentivized fast data delivery layer for Filecoin. And then you have the Synapse SDK, which is the builder SDK to make Filecoin Onchain Cloud and Filecoin very easily. Right now, it's just a TypeScript SDK, but we are looking forward to have like different SDKs like Python or Go, just so that we can outreach to a broader builder community. And then on top of that, you have the applications, the cloud services, the products, the platforms building on top of the whole Filecoin Onchain Cloud, which we start with Filecoin Ping, and I'm hoping to see your apps and your cloud services there very soon. And very importantly, this structure allows us to build everything on the Filecoin L1 so that we can focus the protocol work on the right incentives to power our ecosystem, but then allow builders to actually build cloud primitives and expand services on chain way faster in their user land. And we can iterate it faster, ship it to the market, get feedback from the users, and make it better way faster. And that's exactly why the whole Filecoin community spent 1.5 years really hard in 2023, I believe, to ship FVM. We want to make Filecoin's like storage services programmable. And I feel like we did take a pause, I think, in 2024, like right after we shipped FVM, we are not really using leveraging FVM really well. But with like Filecoin Onchain Cloud, we are hoping to bring you the building blocks that allow of you to bring more services on chain and build different markets. That being said, how to leverage FVM. So we have a couple Filecoin Onchain Cloud platform level building components. The first one is Filecoin Pay. It's a flexible payment rail smart contract which allows you to use it for different billing mechanisms like pay as you go, subscription, make one-time payment. All the things should be auditable on chain, backed by the services, either by cryptographic proofs or auditable trace that defined in the smart contract. It's almost like your prepaid debit card that you can just put in the platform and then select the service you want to use. And as service delivered, you pay for the services. And again, very importantly, we want to bring things on chain to have visibility of the services for the users, for the ecosystem, but also as the Filecoin teams, we want to make sure all those service utility flows within the Filecoin economy. That's why we have Filecoin Pay. And we have all the tools that to show you all the payment rail and manage payment rail right there. That's going to be shipping very soon. The other thing we have at the platform level is we have a service provider registry. Discoverability is always a problem on Filecoin. It's hey, I want to engage with the Filecoin, but some business use cases, they do need to know who's the service provider actually hold my data. And that is kind of hard to discover right now. You kind of need to know the right person, call the right number to get a good service provider for you, which is not super decentralized, I would say. That's why we do have an on-chain registry here that allows service providers to put their information, not sensitive information, but just for discoverability reasons, put their service on chain, let different market, different product know what kind of the product they offer, so that they can get engaged in different market and provide different services for different users. And next is one of the services that we are building just to demonstrate how you can build different storage primitive on Filecoin Onchain Cloud, building with on-chain cryptographic proof. So we have the FWSs, which is the Filecoin warm storage service backed by the PDP storage, which is a new storage proof that's verifiable. That's called proof of data possession, where storage provider has to submit a proof on chain to keep showing that they are storing the data you have. So right there, you have the storage provider that's all these PDP scan information is pulled from the on-chain data. You have all the provider IDs when they join the network, how much data they are storing, what are the data set. The data set concept for Filecoin people is basically an expandable sector that's much more flexible. And for more Web2 objects storage people, it's almost like a bucket. You basically can put data in, delete data, and take data out. That's what the PDP storage gives you today. And the next service that we have today is a new business built on top of Filecoin Onchain Cloud by our Filecoin Beam team. I think they're here, which is the first incentivized data delivery layer on Filecoin, where the client actually pays Filecoin storage provider to serve cache misses to this CDN gateway layer, and then the users can also pay Filecoin Beam for faster data delivery, and they pay based on the egress that's spent. And all the egress usage and services are audible on-chain, which is very important for transparency and also ownership perspective. So Filecoin Beam is a good example that now you can build a monetizable business on top of Filecoin Onchain Cloud. And leveraging the global storage provider that we have. And also, storage provider does have a reason to respond these cache misses because now it's incentivized. And here's some stats. If you go to filecoinbeam.com, filbeam.com, you can see all these. It's all real. This is on calibration, but we also have mainnet available as well. You can see their TTFB, P95 is around 680 millisecond, which is fast enough, should be able to serve your needs. So very exciting. So try it out and let us know how it goes. And also storage provider are moving beyond cold storage, not just PowerUp, thanks to the Curo team. I think Magic is here, that we have Curo is now supporting PDP storage providers, which allow you to enter Filecoin to provide services which require less non-service required like hardware. So there's no like snarking, proving like pull rep. You don't need a ton of GPU. Bring your disks, invest in egress, having good bandwidth, and now you can provide storage services on Filecoin. So that's a PDP. If you haven't tried it, I have told that I can even run a Filecoin SP, and I'm very tempted to try. So if I can run it, you can run it. So give it a go and see how it goes. And we actually have a lot of storage providers are joining the beta testing, and we're doing a little competition, which we are actually tracking and testing with all the SPs about their SLAs. You have like storage SLAs and retrieval latency matrix and so on and so forth. And you can see all the dashboard. It's open source, public, everyone can run it, and you can test the storage providers and see how they're doing. And I learned from Tippy that storage providers actually love a little bit good, healthy competitions. When they see what's their score publicly, they actually want to make like better services so that like more users select their services to use. So if you're SP in the room, give it a go, and joining the registry, it's all permissionless, everyone can join. And if you're good enough, check the SLA, we will love to have you serving our warm source service. Yeah, and very importantly, we are not just building a protocol here anymore. We actually want to make sure Filecoin can be usable by developers. That's why we also started building developer tools as a part of the Filecoin Onchain Cloud. To start, we have a Java TypeScript SDK called Synapse SDK, and built on top of that, we have a series of like IPFS pinning, Filecoin pin tooling that's available for IPFS developers. And I'm just going to quickly pause here, and I want you all to meet the people that have been working with us really hard in the past 5 months, like in the startup. So if you have been working on Filecoin Onchain Cloud in the past 5 months, please stand up. Doesn't matter if you are engineering, researching, SPs, developer, cat herders, PMs, BDs, marketing, design. All these people has been working on Filecoin Onchain Cloud, and they know Filecoin Onchain Cloud as much as I do. So if you have any questions, please find them. So if you are R&D, please raise your hand. So if you have any smart contract, design, protocol need, like proof of location, whatever, go talk to them. If you work on SP, raise your hand. Tippy is our SP representative over here. So if you have questions on how to become a storage provider, or you have feedbacks on the software, please go to Tippy. And DevRels over, we don't have a Sarah here, I think, but talk to Hugo. If you have questions about like Synapse SDK and all the tools you need, talk to Hugo. And if you have like program-related things about the project, you want to join us and like build together, come talk to me, Tim, and Aurélien, and all those folks. And you want to talk about Filecoin Beam or like retrieval, go talk to Miro and Surgeon over there. And you just want to help us sell Filecoin and making more people to use Filecoin, come talk to Philippa and like Meredith and myself, so that we can help like, you know, promote your product and also build the connections for you folks. And that's my cat. Just want people to meet my cat as well. So that's that. Cool. But yeah, one thing, since FDS 6, May 2025, Toronto, where I live, we only have one focus, which is like make Filecoin easy for Web3 builders. It's like very important. We are not getting distracted. We haven't been distracted by a lot of noise. There's a lot of great feedback. We listen to them in, but we have trying to stay focused to make Filecoin easy for Web3 builders. And what that means is like first make Filecoin easy for us first. Like we as Filecoin developers who has been working on Filecoin, we weren't able to use Filecoin. That's one thing that hurts me the most in the past like couple of FDSs. But now it's changing. We have IPFS builder, Russell, who come in, it's like, oh my God, when I first joined PL, I heard like we are building IPFS. Now we have Filecoin, the persistent incentive layer for IPFS. Very excited. It's not usable, but now it is. And he was saying under 1 minute, but now you can see that later. It's gonna be under like 2 minutes or so. So like it's actually usable. Filecoin P is a real thing. Filecoin is closer to IPFS more than ever. So if you are here for Filecoin, actually, because of IPFS, you will be excited about that. And Ian, I ran into Ian on my way here in the airport, and was like, hey, try this thing. You can actually just like open your browser on your phone, and you can store data on Filecoin, and it just works. And it was like a very exciting moment for us who have been trying years to make Filecoin working. So that's that. And also we have Filecoin matrix dashboard putting on Filecoin by David, which you can see all the matrix directly on Filecoin, and you can actually run SQL queries on the analytics of the Filecoin data. And one of the most embarrassing moments is we announced Filecoin Pin at the 5th year birthday, and we put out a blog post like talking about it. And a week later, I want to share it with some like ecosystem like team members that's like excited to try Filecoin Pin and learn more about it. I opened the link, and it's full 4 because AWS just have like a global outage. And it's like so embarrassing. It's like we're building decentralized infrastructure and our stuff is hosted on centralized server and it's gone like, because like some centralized server is done. It's very embarrassing. And that's why we started to move all the Filecoin, start to move few OS blocks on Filecoin so that we don't run into the same embarrassing situation again. So here, call to action, I do encourage you all, try to use Filecoin piece by piece, move your website, static website to Filecoin, move some of your data on Filecoin and like, you know, start by small things, stupid things, it's fine. Help us dog food and inform us like what are the missing features for people to be using it. And there's actually a lot of use cases like Juan mentioned earlier, people are building it, just maybe not super visible to folks, so I want to share about those. So with people from the ENS community, they have been building unstoppable website with ENS, leveraging Filecoin Pin. Now you can connect your ENS website with IPFS content hash and persist it on Filecoin, all just within one tool, which is very cool. And also we have ERC source for the Ethereum DAI trustless agent ecosystem. The author of ERC source for Marco, who has built in the Agent Zero SDK for them, they actually put Filecoin Pin there as well of the storage option for all the agents to store their off-chain agent data directly on Filecoin and pin on IPFS, which is very cool. And Filecoin Drive bucket data wallet. So if you go to demo.filecoin.services, you can actually try. So you can actually connect your own wallet, pay for Filecoin services right in there. And Hugo just made it happen literally like 10 minutes ago. It's like if you open this on your MetaMask on mobile, this is screenshot from my phone from noon, which is like you can go to this website, you can buy Filecoin services, and you can create like a mini drive bucket where you put your data in, and that's a photo I just took and like uploaded it, and it's there. I think you have like a working data wallet on your phone that's storing on Filecoin right there, which I think is very cool. Right now it's talking to calibration. We actually have Mainnet deployed, but still under testing, but coming up soon, it's all gonna be on Mainnet. And yeah, we have a couple alpha builder teams has been building with us and giving us variable feedback on the SDK interfaces and so on, so forth. And they're building different things on Filecoin. There's like Filosign building DocuSign on Filecoin, but there's Cha-Ching who is like trying to put all the governance for different like Web3 projects also on Filecoin so that we don't only do on-chain governance based on voting, but all the improvement proposals are discussions and so on and so forth are also on-chain on Filecoin. And there's like many others that's being built as we speak. And yeah, I think Juan also talked about, hey, agents. It will be really cool that agents can be just using Filecoin for storage. So yes, we do have a Filecoin Onchain Cloud MCP that's available for agents to use, built by the Filecoin Builders team. And I think John Gator from the FIDO team also helped us dog food it and build this Pincer, which is very cool, which you have a more resilient container registry, for like into a very fresh like Kubernetes like cluster, and off you go, like a container over there. So if you have ideas, just no stupid ideas. There's only wild ideas. Like try build it and let us know what the gap is. And yes, and we have different teams trying to store Web3 chain on Filecoin now. I think there's like, I forgot. Yeah, it's the pool storage, the story protocol. Chain is right now on Filecoin, and we also have a Chinese community member actually called Harry, who built a MCP and the agent. So basically now you have an agent. You tell him that, hey, this is my wallet. This is my wallet, and store all my NFTs on Filecoin. It's all happening. So the MCP will actually scan all the NFTs from the OpenSea that's having an IPFS link, retrieve it, and store it on Filecoin so that you have more persistent storage for your NFTs. And everything is automated, like built by the MCP and the agent, which is like super cool. So people has been experimenting, building different use cases, like all on Filecoin Onchain Cloud. And remember, we only have one goal for building this, which is bringing all the cloud services on-chain on Filecoin, and we want to allow people to pay cloud services on-chain on Filecoin. And we want to have Filecoin on-chain, Filecoin service provider actually have like paying customers and providing their services to users like located globally. And yeah, some people, James is making some money on his mainnet PDP node and like small income for coffee, but it's a good start. And we want to make sure that storage providers on Filecoin is paid in FIL within the Filecoin economy, in FIL, in USDFC for their services, not in data cap, not SP paying users, but actually users paying for their services, which is a transition that I believe we need to see to happen on the Filecoin network. We make good progress, but not perfect yet. I'm not here to oversell it yet. We have a starting point so far. That's what we have from the past 5 months. There's still a lot of work to do to build like full production ready product to serve different use cases. And we the people, we are bringing some like open questions to you folks so that we can leverage your brain power and build with you folks. So if you want to talk about how to increase the durability and repairability on chain so that we can have a better baseline storage product to offer, please come to talk to us, Collectro/in, make Filecoin Onchain Cloud more object storage ready. What's the data interfaces? There's Richard is like hosting something there. I think Magic is gonna talk about more about the future of like Filecoin indexing and metadata standards so that we have better data discovery and for content routing as well. Yeah, ACL encryption. A lot of great topics. Go to the website to see the agenda and join us to contribute to the conversation, and maybe we can build together when we go back home. And yeah, Web3 Builder is just a start for us to ship something out there in the wild and like get feedback from the real users on what they expect from the Filecoin Onchain Cloud. But it's not the end. It's literally just like a start. What's next? What's the market that we should be targeting? Tim from FIL's team, our product lead, will share a couple market examples that we can target as a next step and getting feedbacks from you all so that we can narrow down what's the maybe 2 main market we as a Filecoin ecosystem should be targeting and to win in 2026. So stay tuned after launch. Tim is gonna give us like a market brainstorm session over here. But yeah, I have been talking a lot. I just want everyone to give this a go. I'm very nervous. This is the first time we ask a huge group of people to try this at the same time. But please, either on your laptop or on your phone, please type in ping.filecoin.cloud, which is a demo. I emphasize a demo app that uses Filecoin ping built on top of Filecoin Onchain Cloud that allows you to ping IPFS data very easily on Filecoin under minutes. So please open the link, give it a go, upload any photo. I would encourage everyone, just take a selfie with the people sitting next to you and ping that photo on Filecoin. And once you take a photo, please try to ping it from the ping.filecoin.cloud. It will give you 2 download links, one with your IPFS root CID, the other one with Filecoin PCID. Scan the QR code over there will lead you to the FDS Telegram chat. The first 3 people that send the CIDs, the links to download the photo that you just sent into the Telegram chat, there's a special gift for you. You can come find me and there's like small things for you. The first 3 people. So, oh, there's also a Google Doc link here. It's like if you have any feedback on the app, it's like, this is a confusing thing. Leave a comment in the doc so that we can fix it. But under the scenes, basically, there's a user wallet being connected to the app where user can buy the bucket of the storage and they pay for it. And then the storage is getting verified on Filecoin, and you can retrieve it from the IPFS network directly using IPNI for content routing that gets you the storage provider that's actually storing the data. But yeah, this is just a demo app that you can try, and you can build your dApp on Filecoin Onchain Cloud and see how it goes.